Welcome back to Sarah's videos, your maths guide, your maths idiot guide. Okay, last time I said that I'm gonna take it another question, but a cubic one. This is a cubic question. You are given a function that is missing a b values. You need to find the a b value, and you are given a second derivative point. Okay, now what you have here, first of all, let me explain the f of 2. A lot of people can't seem to know what does this mean. This means, when you interpret this, it means that this is a point where not a point, this is a mark where x is equals to a -2, you get y will be 0. Now it means that this is x and this is y. Okay, now a lot of people have a problem with this, to interpret this. I gave it to my student, they didn't really interpret it very well. Okay, now you have this. Okay, you have whereby x is equals to -2 on this graph. On the second derivative, you get that y will be a 0. Now what are we gonna do first? First of all, let's derive it, because we're given the second derivative, right? Let's derive it and say, okay, fine, f of x, when you derive it, the first derivative of f of x is equals to 3ax squared plus b 2bx. Okay, cannot say minus 3 because once you derive it's 0. Okay, now you have this. Okay, and then now we say we want to derive it for the second time. Okay, we want to derive it for the second time, and then we say that the second derivative of x is equals to 2 times 3, it's gonna be 6ax plus 2b. Okay, now what does this mean? It means that the second derivative, okay, the second derivative, which we use it to find the inflation point, second derivative, where the second derivative is equals to, now look at this statement and look at this statement. Okay, they are nearly the same. Okay, what does that mean? It means that when I substitute this point, now this point I can now substitute it here. I cannot substitute it on the original f of x or the first derivative, because it's not there. Okay, it's only in this form. It's only in this form. Now I can substitute and say f of the second derivative of a -2, okay, is equals to 0, and I can substitute and say, okay, fine, y, what is my y? Y is equals to 0. This must give me a 0 when I substitute x inside. So 6a times -2 plus 2b. Okay, they must give me a 0. Okay, now I have this. Okay, now all I need to say is that, let me put it in a more reasonable manner. Say, okay, fine, this is 0 is equals to -12. 6 times 2, it's gonna be a 12, -12a plus 2b, which I can just say that 2b is equals to a 12a, and then b is equals to, divided by 2, you get b is equals to 6a. Okay, now you have this. Okay, you have this. Now what do I need to do? I need to substitute this somewhere. Let me call this my equation number 1. Okay, now since I have that, I have a point. Okay, this is where the point comes in. I have a point there. Okay, I have a point. Okay, now go into my original formula and say f of negative 3, right, is equals to a 6. Do you see how I interpreted that point? Okay, I interpreted this point and I put it like this. Okay, it's the same. Now all I need to do is to substitute on f. I said my f of x is y, so 6 is equals to a times negative 3, and then we're gonna say cube plus the b times negative 3 squared minus a 3. Okay, now you have this. Okay, you have that, and then what do you need to do? Let's simplify it. Okay, it's too big like this. Say okay, fine, 6 is equals to cube means that negative times negative times negative. So negative times negative, it's gonna be positive, times a negative, it's gonna be a negative, so it's gonna be negative cube. So and then 3 cube, it's 27, so you're gonna say negative 27a. now negative 3 squared, it's gonna be positive, so plus 9b minus a 3. Okay, now you can call this your equation number 2. Okay, now that you have your equation 1 and 2, what do you need? All you need to do now is to solve simultaneous solve for a and b. Okay, now b is equals to 6a. Now wherever I see b on this equation, I substitute with a 6a. Okay, now 6 is equals to minus 27a plus 9, there's a b, I put a 6a minus a 3. Okay, now I no longer have b, I only have a's. Now that I have a's, what do I need to do? I just need to say okay, fine, I got this and this, put like terms, take 6 to the other side, take 3 to the other side, it's going to be 6 plus a 3 is equals to minus 2. Okay, now 9 times 6, it's gonna be 27, so it's gonna be 54. So 54 minus 27, I'm gonna be left with 27a. Therefore, if I were to divide this side by 27 and divide this by 27, I'm left with just 3 comes here, 9 comes here 3 times, and then it comes here 1 time. So a is equals to 1 over a 3. Okay, 1 over 3. Now we go back to our first equation. Now we substitute our answer there. Now b is equals to 6 times 1 over 3. Then b is equals to, this comes here once, it comes here twice, so 2 times 1, it's gonna be a 2. So b is equals to 2. Now, did I prove what I was asked? Yes, I have proven that a is a third and the b is a 2. Okay, so with that, let's recap. What do I need to do? First, interpret this one, your f of 2, interpret it. From there on, derive your equation until you reach f of 2, then substitute the point that you got from interpreting. Okay, and then therefore after then set it up, substitute f of 2 and then substitute from the main equation. Okay, and then from there on you will have 2 equations which you can just deal with them simultaneously. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video when I tackle another question in mathematics. This has been Cyril. Please subscribe on my channel. You can leave a comment and ring that bell for notifications so that you can be the first one to see the next video if you are finding this helpful. Thank you.